Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I fish a Texas rig for bass.
Well, it's about time.
So a Texas rig consists of 4 different parts. First, you're going to have some type of sliding weight like this bullet weight or an egg sinker. Then you'll have a bead. It can either be plastic or glass. That there is to protect the knot that you're tying to the hook from the weight. If that weight is constantly banging on that knot over time, that can actually weaken the knot. Then that'll bring us to the hook. Now the hook is usually some type of worm hook. It's either a narrow gap worm hook or like this. This is my favorite type of worm hook. It's the wide gap version. You can rig these up to be weedless, which you can see that the hook point right there is resting right up against my bait. That'll keep it from getting snagged on stuff. And then of course we've got the bait. This is a dinger swim bait. Typically what you'll see is some type of soft plastic like a stick bait, a swim bait, or some kind of creature bait.
Let's do this thing.
Now that we got that taken care of, let's do some fishing. What I do when I'm fishing a Texas rig, I'll cast it out there and then let it sink to the bottom, which over here looks like it's not terribly deep, so I don't have to wait too long. Once I know it's on the bottom, throughout me reeling in this bait, I'm going to keep the line somewhat taut, right? So that whenever a fish actually comes and hits it, I can feel the tap, tap, tap on the end of the line, and there's enough tension to make the hook point pierce the fish's mouth. Now it's on the bottom, it's been there for several seconds. Usually I'll wait a few seconds just in case there's a fish down there that is interested right off the bat. But if there isn't, what I'll do is I'll keep the rod parallel to the water and then just kind of lift the rod tip up a little bit. Just give it a little bit of a pop. Let it sit for a couple of seconds, then pop the rod again. Let it sit a little bit longer, pop it. You don't have to pop it too much. You don't have to go like, raise it up several degrees. Just a couple of degrees, 2 or 3 degrees up. Just pop it, keep that line taut, and then just keep doing this until a fish comes and hits it. And you can vary up the speed of your retrieve. If you want to go really slow, waiting a few more seconds between each pop, or you could speed it up a little bit, like pop, wait, pop, wait, pop, just like that. So don't be afraid to experiment a little bit in your how fast you're retrieving that bait, because some days maybe the fish are a little more temperamental. You got to wait a little bit longer. Or if they're hot and heavy where they're going pretty fast, maybe you go with a faster retrieve. Got him. Yes. I knew you'd be on there, buddy. Come on up here. Let's get a picture of you.
Excellent! Yeah!
All right, guys. She's been out of the water long enough. Let's let her go. See you, buddy. Well, that was a lot of fun. Let's do it again. Getting a bit late, so let's try this back lake over here, because not much was happening besides that one fish that I caught. Another thing I like to do when I'm fishing a Texas rig, a lot of times when that fish starts taking the bait, you can feel like a tap tap, or you can start to feel pressure on the end of the line, but not always. Sometimes they'll pick up that bait and start swimming towards you, or they may start swimming to the left or right. You can't feel that action being transferred from the line to the rod. You kind of have to be watching your line to see if it's moving around, because I've caught fish where I didn't feel it, but I saw that line start swimming out or swimming back toward me or left or right. But you really got to be watching where your line's going, because if not paying attention, and that by the time you notice that your line starts moving, that fish may drop the bait. Unfortunately, I'm having to contend with too many people on that lake, so I'll come up here to the very back lake, see if we can do some damage back here. Got him. Alrighty.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, look at this little guy. Like I was saying earlier, you got to be watching your line, because I did not feel this guy hitting. I just saw the line kind of jerking around in the water, and then it started to swim out into deeper water. That's when I knew I had a fish on there, and we caught this little guy, so let's let him go. See you, buddy. The 2 fish I've caught on this trip, and if you guys have noticed, both fish came mere feet right in front of me. I mean, they could not have been, that last one couldn't have been more than 4 feet in front of me, and then the one I caught earlier, that was probably a good 5, 6 or feet in front of me. Basically, they could see me if they were looking up. And if the water was clear, I probably could have seen them too. That's why I recommend whenever you're bringing that bait in, don't pull it out of the water too soon. Work that thing all the way back. And like pretty much I've worked it past the point where I've cast it. And now I'm just slowly working it around just in case there happens to be a fish right around me, because there are just a lot of people that come through this park and the fish don't care if you're just standing or walking around. They're used to that. But it would appear that there aren't a fish right here, that or they're on them again. So let's keep moving down the bank. Hopefully we can catch another fish before I got to get out of here. Got him. Yes, got another one. Oh, blasted. Popped off. Oh,
You let him go!
that was a decent fish right there. Dang. I think I wrenched him a little too hard and just ripped that hook right out of his mouth. So what we're gonna do here is loosen up the drag just a tad. Oh yeah, that's fine right there. That ought to work. Dang. I felt that tap on the end of the rod there, and I think I had a decent hook set. I just ripped the hook right out of its mouth. There's another one. Very next cast, we got a fish. Heck yeah. That's a decent bass right there. Woo, let me tell you what, guys, this is a heck of a lot of fun. That's a good hook set right there. Hey buddy, what's going on? Sorry to come in and ruin your evening, but you're making my evening a heck of a lot of fun. Not a bad bass. Not a world beater, but that is not a bad bass right there. I will take this guy all day long. Sure glad I came back to this lake, because I'm the only one back here, and I'm back here catching fish. Let's let you go, buddy. See ya.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Once again, guys, I barely felt that on the end of the rod there. That line was barely twitching. I mean, it's getting harder to see out here with the sun going down. And the twitch of that line, I could barely see that. That was a big indicator. I felt a little bit of a tap on there, but with all these rocks and stuff that line the bank, sometimes it's a little bit tough with that stuff. You feel the bump of the rocks as the rig's going along. I could barely feel that. I really just saw the twitch of the line in the water. That was the big indicator that I had a fish on there. So what I really like to do with these county and city ponds like this, I really like to hammer the shallow areas where it's a nice, comfortable night, not terribly hot. Especially now that it's getting darker, those bass are gonna be coming up and around the shallows. Yeah, I think I got hung up on a rock or something. But those bass will be coming up, hanging around the shallows, probably looking for something to eat. Plenty of bluegill and stuff in here for them to eat. You got some crappie, and I think they may even have some shad in here too, but there's plenty of stuff in here, especially up and around the shallows, so they'll come up in here looking for a midnight snack. So if they see like a Texas rig with a little swim bait just hopping along, that tells them, hey, this is a fish that's in distress, or just something down here just struggling to live. That's gonna be my midnight snack. Got him. Yes, sir. I saw that line swimming to the right, and there he is. And here, just having myself a good old night. Oh my gosh. Hey, now chill out. You're another little guy, but he is lively, so we're gonna let him go and let him grow. See you, buddy.
This is the funnest night ever!
Well, I think it's officially too dark to fish, so hey, future Chris, what is your assessment of the Texas rig?
Well guys, that's how I fish a Texas rig. It is really that simple, and if you guys want to see me put one of these things together, I got a little video right here you can check out, and I hope to see you over there. Thanks for watching.